Sometimes you go to prayer. In fact, the prayer point you pray sometimes reveal your depth of intimacy with God, reveals your knowledge of God. Sometimes you don't go and ask him. He knows you have need. You just deliberately say, no, sir. Your mind is pressuring. Ask now, do this. Oga, wait. Chere, there is nothing I want to ask him that he doesn't know. So let me just fellowship with my Father. In the place of that fellowship, wings will be supplied to you. Wings will be supplied to you. There are many ways for God to solve problems. Many ways, too many ways. He's unlimited in his ways. Okay? Sometimes he said the mountain will move. Abi? He said the mountains skip like rams, and he is like lambs. What ails you, O mountain, that you skip in the presence of God? Mountains can develop wings and fly in God's presence. But there are times the mountain does not move. It's you that moves. Isaiah 40, from 29 to 31 downwards. He said, they that wait upon the Lord shall do what? Shall renew their strength. They shall do what? Mount up with wings as eagles. So there are mountains that refuse to move. If the mountain is not moving, you move. Don't wait until you fly above it. I was listening to a man of God many years ago. He said, when you are faced with a wall, and you are prayed, and a door does not appear, he said, just close your eyes and walk through it. I can never forget that. That's Pastor Chris. He said, walk through it. That thing hits me like nothing is meant to stop you. No devil. I've told us here before. There are doors that you use keys to open. There are doors when there is no key, you break it. That's why he said he has broken the gates of brass. He has cut the bars of iron asunder. If you have prayed and key is not coming, break it. But by all means, move forward. He said to Joshua, he said, tell the people to move forward. He said, you have rallied around this mountain for too long. He said, tell my people to go forward. What happens is that sometimes we are expecting God to solve today's problem the way he solved it yesterday. No, sir. In fact, many of the healings you see Jesus do, he doesn't use the same method. To some, he will speak to them. To others, he will touch them. Another one, they will touch him. Another one, he will carry him, go to the outside of the city. He will say, bring mud, put it on his eyes. Unique miracles. He does. So to show you that I have 1,001 ways to solve the same problem. Don't get familiar, too familiar with God. That's why we must constantly come to him like as a child. You don't know anything. Let him just have his way. So number one, know the God you're journeying with. Number two, love him with all your heart. Number three, trust him absolutely. Trust him absolutely. Abraham trusted God absolutely. The Bible tells us he staggered not at the promise of God. He didn't consider the deadness of Sarah's womb, neither the deadness of his own body. Why do you think Sarah laughed at 99? In Genesis 18, the three angels came, the three men came, and one of them is the Lord. I've told us, right? And they sat down and they said, according to the time of life, that thing I told you 25 years ago is about to happen now. Sarah, your wife, will conceive and have a son. She heard it, she laughed. Why won't she laugh? At that time, it had gone past the time for her to give birth. Literally, there was no possibility. And the Bible says not just her, even Abraham. Because it would have been easier if one of them was still active. Both of them were dead in terms of their body. He said he didn't consider the deadness of his body. His own body was dead. That means he couldn't perform. How did Isaac come? Miracle. And I've told us that it had to happen that way because it's just a type, a foreshadow of Christ. Isaac was a type of Christ. Okay? And Christ was to be born by a miracle. He said, this is the sign I will give to you. A virgin shall conceive and have a child. And you will call his name Jesus. That was the pattern to bring birth to give birth to Jesus. And since you want to be, you have to be a type of him. The child you will give birth to must be a miracle. So if Sarah had given birth the first year they got married, is that a miracle? No, sir. If she had given birth even at 50, in those days we will say, maybe, there was still one small egg remaining somewhere. So God had to wait until both of their bodies were dead, so that there is no confusion about it.